Thanks for checking in with the counselor. So I wanted to talk about anxiety. A lot of people out here are dealing with minor to severe cases of anxiety. Now, we all get anxiety. It's a normal feeling, and there's certain different ways on how to treat it. In the therapy world, there is something called exposure therapy. Exposure therapy can be a very efficient tool when it comes to treating anxiety. Let's take me, for example. Of course, we all get anxiety. Sometimes I get a little more anxious than other people. Sorry, you might hear people are, I'm in the car wash right now, getting my car hand washed. So anyway, exposure therapy, right? Sometimes people do it on purpose, and sometimes you can run into it. You won't even be asking for the anxiety, but the anxiety might come, and it can you can treat it without you even asking for it. For example, car looking clean, car looking right. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Thank you. Well, looks like they kicked me out of my car so they can clean the inside, but let's get back to what I was talking about. So we're talking about exposure therapy, right? And like I said, I had anxiety, and we all get it. And this is how I actually was able to treat it and get rid of it. Nah, you can't say get rid of it. We're all gonna, stay anxious about something. So one time I was in traffic, and I'm driving. Where was I going? I'm going somewhere. But anyway, I was in heavy traffic, and in Georgia they have these big roach-looking things, right? That can fly. So I'm in traffic, and I saw something in my peripheral over here, right? In the right side of the car. And it looked like it was something crawling. And I kept looking, and I didn't see nothing, right? So I'm like, I know I saw something. Something's in here, right? In the car. So I'm in traffic still. Nowhere to go. I can't go to the right, can't go to the left. I'm in the middle lane. So then, whatever it was, starts crawling on the passenger seat, right? So I see this big roach-looking thing. They call them water bugs, I believe, out here, right? Thing is huge. And I remember when I first got down here, one of them got in my house, and it scared the crap out of me, right? So imagine being in your car, one of these big flying roaches inside of it, and you're looking to your left, you're looking to your right, and there's nowhere to go. You can't pull over, right? So it's just me and this big old roach in my car. Instant anxiety, instant nervousness, instant almost panicking, like, oh my God, I gotta get out of this car. Like, it was just crazy. So I've never been that anxious a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of bugs or anything like that. But if it's me and the bug in a closed tight space, I'm driving, I don't want to have to veer off and, bump somebody or get in an accident for no reason. So I was so anxious that I didn't know what to do. And the anxiety levels went up so high that they actually started coming down. It was to the point where I had to start doing some breathing exercises, flexing my muscles to bring the tension down. And then after a while, the thing sat in my passenger, the floor of the passenger side, and I actually was able to bring my anxiety levels all the way down and just relax. Because what is it gonna do? Kill me? I'm bigger than the bug anyway. Yeah, it might fly around, but it ain't gonna do nothing. It won't do nothing to me or hurt me. So after those high levels of anxiety hit me, they were able to come down to the point where I was able to manage the feeling. That is called exposure. I was exposed to an anxious environment And I had to use the skills that I've embedded in me on how to handle that situation. So eventually traffic started moving, and I was able to pull over, and I hopped out the car fast, jumped out the car, and I was able to get the bug to, fly out or whatever. But I know people who are probably saw me do all that were thinking, what is this guy doing? He looking crazy over there, jumping out of his car, he opening all his car doors. I know they probably thought I was crazy, but that actually helped me because I haven't been in no environment where I became that anxious. So that level of anxiety that I've never felt before helped me moving forward on how to manage a more moderate or more minor feeling of anxiety. So I'm gonna show a clip of a similar situation where somebody was put in a very, very, very anxious situation. Let's go. I hate to laugh at that, but if that young man was dealing with any type of anxiety, he's able to manage it going forward because he was able to get into that door, and he was able to get away from that bear. So if he was dealing with any anxiety, I don't think there's any other environment this guy can put himself in that he will feel too anxious of managing it, because he already been put in that, he'd been exposed to one of the most intense forms of anxiety that anybody can get. Imagine you coming out your door, you're about to walk down your steps, and a bear is running straight at you, and you got to turn around and wrestle with the door to unlock it. I'm glad he knew how to unlock his door that quick, because he even had a second to look back. Now, I'm not saying put yourself in a bear's environment. I mean, hey, if it's gonna help you, go ahead. Go on ahead and find a bear and try to run from it. If you get anxious a lot, because that's gonna take all the anxiety out of you. But yeah, he was definitely exposed to a form of anxiety. So now the lesson on this video is, if you feel anxious in crowds, if you feel anxious in tight areas, expose yourself a little bit. Instead of keeping yourself inside or keeping yourself in a safe place, get out the safe place. Now, I'm not saying wrestle with any animals or any bears, but definitely go to the grocery store if you're anxious about crowds. Go to a concert, and see the level of anxiety you can take. And if it gets a little too much, you can retreat, go back to your safe place, use a safe coping skill. But continue to do it. And as you keep going, your anxiety levels will go down and down because you've already exposed yourself to it. So let's try that. To my people who are anxious all the time, expose yourself. All right, Counselor at Large, I'm checking out.